of my life. When I found you, I told all others goodbye. When I found you, I saw my fears fly away like a dove.
Hello, precious viewers. Welcome to Marriage Upside Down, a program that will bring you love, joy, peace, sanity into your marital lives. We thank God for a day like this. Today I'm so excited because one of my sons is celebrating his birthday. And you can see me today, I'm bubbling with joy because when we finish, we'll enjoy some cakes. God bless you for always staying with us. Before we start, we are going to go through our slogan and then we'll continue. Marriage upside down with God's direction, prayer, good counsel, and your determination. It shall be right. Marriage upside down. I'm looking at Pastor Cynthia. Marriage upside down with God's direction, prayer, good counseling, and your determination. It shall be turned right. If God is directing you in your marriage, definitely you will not miss your way. For the previous episode, God has blessed us with many good topics. And when people send me the feedbacks, I get excited. And I thank God for today's topic, red flags in relationship. We started the last episode and we are continuing today. And with me in the studio is Pastor Cynthia. Hello, Pastor Cynthia. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mommy.
God bless you for coming.
Yes,
You know, marriages with red flags are common. People are in relationships and they see things that they don't really like, but because of love, they just overlook it and then get hooked for life. And as they do that, it escalates. What are you going to say about it?
As you mentioned, red flag.
Mm.
The thing is red,
Mm.
and it means it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So the moment you see it,
Yeah.
please don't say because I love him or because I'm growing old. I have to be there like that.
Yeah.
And baby, they be a baby. That one, it doesn't work like that.
It's true.
If it is the person's attitude, it will be very difficult to change that person. And you are not the one who created the person.
That's true.
And you cannot change
That's it.
him or her. So it's better you advise yourself and move on. I think
The last episode we got to verbal abuse, and today we'll continue from there.
Okay.
What I have is, it is the use of words to hurt, control, belittle, or manipulate someone. It may not leave physical scars, but can deeply damage a person's self-esteem and emotional well-being. What do you have to say to this? Because it's all over.
Yeah. I've been saying the verbal abuse is more dangerous than the physical one.
Oh, Pastor, are you sure?
Oh, yes. As for the physical
Pastor,
one, you feel the pain.
Pastor, the physical, you can die. Oh.
No, the physical one, you see the pain on your body, and people will even see it and maybe advise you or cry with you.
Yeah.
I getting it. But the verbal abuse is within.
Yeah.
And you can't tell anybody. And you'll be dying slowly within yourself.
Yeah. It may not leave physical scars, but
it's
deeply
very
damaged.
Very, very dangerous. And as you said, it brings your esteem, like low esteem.
Yeah.
You don't feel like, especially someone telling you, who are you? A married couple came to me and then the man is like, my wife was telling me, if not because of something, you can't be my husband. So he wants to know that something. And
It's
then,
serious, oh.
yeah, she said it in Ewe, and if according to the Ewe's how she put it in the way, no manya na na Ewo na nia, no han avad them.
Wow.
I getting it.
Yes.
So it means the man is
Nothing.
nothing.
Hmm.
And this one, if you don't talk to the man or you pray with the man will see himself as not being a man.
That's
at all.
true.
So the verbal abuse is more dangerous.
It
And it
is.
kills faster.
It kills faster.
Yes.
You know,
all these BPs and what have you is because of some of this verbal abuse. Yeah.
So if someone is in a relationship and there is both ways, it's too much and they can't stand, but they think that they are growing old. My parents are telling me to marry, and this guy, you see, sometimes these things you don't see in their faces. But when the two of them are together, that's when you see they know that the guy is like that or the woman is like that. What should you advise?
I think the one facing the challenge should be bold and then bring it out. Because maybe your mom or your dad will not be there.
Yeah.
And in the presence of them, the guy or the woman will be
very
portraying this good character attitude.
Pretense.
Yeah, the pretense. I told you, ladies, we pretend more
than
men.
So
now, especially the lady will pretend as if she's an angel, but the moment they enter into the room, you see the other side of it. That's why I've been saying every day that as for marriage, it's a course that you get your certificate before you start doing it. If you are pursuing, if you are pursuing a course at the university, you finish before you get the certificate.
That's it.
But this one, you take the certificate first before you enter into the work.
No,
itself.
I think it's because it's lifelong.
Okay.
Do you get it?
So at times, some of the if you can't, some of the courses will be very difficult on the way. Some of the courses will be very difficult. When I was in school and I got to level 300, I nearly stopped.
Why?
Because the courses over there were very difficult and it was packed.
Yeah.
And that's where you will be doing your research and everything. So
almost getting ready to wind up.
If you don't psych your mind that this is what I want,
that's it.
You come out from it. So
yes,
that's
but
how marriage.
So you have given a good example. So in marriage, if you don't psych your mind, yes.
Some of the things in marriage is psych cannot help you. You will die. You will die.
Yeah.
Because the course, if you don't psych your mind, all you do is you will fail.
Yes.
But this one, you will not even have the body to fail. So I'll plead with you. You are in the shoe.
Yeah.
Someone say, if you are in my shoe, you know what I'm going
That's true.
So you are there.
Yeah.
So you have to come out. And I'll plead with the men. They don't talk. But some of the men are also suffering.
Wow.
Yes, they don't talk, but they are suffering. The wives are beating them in the room. And they will come out. You think they are men. So I'll beg you. If you are there and you see that this one will not help, it will kill me faster. It's better you
advise before you enter. Because when you
marriage.
do and go into the presence of God and pledge your love for each other, when God is the witness, it's another problem.
You are in relationship. You see your man with another girl, and he said, "Oh, it's because we are not married. That's why he's doing it." The moment we get married, he will stop. Who told you that?
That's my next lack of communication. You understand? Because you have the verbal abuse, and you are, like you said, men don't talk about it. It's in them. But I know some men too voice out.
Yes.
So that is why it's very important to also pay attention to lack of communication. It says situations where partners do not effectively share their thoughts, feelings, needs, or concerns with each other. That red flag too is because communication is very important.
It's very dangerous because you can't say, "I think you know." The person is not a magician.
Yeah.
So if he is doing the thing and you don't like it, Bring it. Say it.
Yeah.
In fact, where you are going, I don't like it. If you pass this way, it will be best. Bring it out. But if you say, I think you know, I know you have to know. That statement, we don't bring it in relationship.
Wow.
If you don't bring it out, the person might think I'm doing the right thing. And then some of the men too, they can insult too. At times we think it's the ladies who do that. But the moment they open their mouth,
I know.
It's an insult.
Yeah.
So some of the ladies are afraid to say it how it is.
Yeah.
So I'll plead that you say it how it is. Don't pretend.
Are you talking about before marriage or when
Before
the person
marriage.
has entered into marriage?
No. Don't enter into it. You see, some of the characters, you enter before you know.
That's true.
For example, Bema na no solution. And we just that
this is maybe
so you have to compromise. That one we compromise.
That's it.
But some more relationship.
That one there, I don't think is a red flag.
Obi nso de obi wo ho ntumi nti no e betumi a red flag am obi but obi wo wa obetumi aye ni.
But I think there is medication.
Yeah, for
maybe
a guy with a bad sense.
Yes.
Or a lady with a bad sense. We can work with it. But some of the men will go oba ni ho bond they mean to me.
Okay, yes, because it depends on the person.
Yes.
So then don't even start the relationship and say that mean to me. She gets it. But like some people, they will say that, oh, sweetheart, please, can you use lime?
No, if you say it like that, you just say, oh, what show are you using? What deodorant are you using? You have to check it. It's giving you another
That's nice
smell.
enough.
It's giving you another smell, which I don't like. So check it. But if you say, can you use lime? The person will be like, Oba just said me who born. Mommy, obi o honim o. Obi o honim. And then some people, they don't have it. But once growing up, you see that they are developing the sense, especially the men. Once obi o from the childhood, your parents will force you to bath twice a day.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm tired. Let me rest a bit.
Okay.
Until the other. Until at the end of the day, they won't say that scent and some different scents. And I start to say,
okay. So you ask, what deodorant are you using?
Yes.
And then the person says, I'm not using anything.
Then maybe I know one that is very good.
And then which one is the lime?
No.
But Rev, communication is very important.
Very, very important.
So when you're in a relationship and you are lacking it, what should you do?
You see, some people normally they don't like talking. Introverts. They don't talk much. So if you see somebody like that, study the person. It's like, is that the character of the person, or you'll be on pekasa? And I say, if the person is with you and then he's pretending not to talk at all, because I know someone who does not even know the husband can laugh. Yes.
That's serious.
So the first time she saw the husband talking on the phone and laughing, she was surprised.
And they were married?
Yes. Oh, my husband, so you can laugh like this. This is my first time seeing you laughing.
And what did the man say?
What will you say? So some people, you think, I don't know whether they think when when I'm strong, like I'm hard on the person, that's where the person will respect me. No, that's not how it is. So we should check. We should check that one. If the person does not talk at all, it's not healthy for the marriage.
That's it.
It's not even healthy. And then for the children too. Because if you don't talk in there, how can the children learn how to talk? But anytime the children see mommy and dad talking, laughing, they will also be happy.
They will be happy.
Yes.
So in this case, let's say someone is going out with another person and like you're saying, they don't like an introvert. But the person you are going out with is an introvert. What are you supposed to do?
At times, there are some of the things you can change a bit. Maybe the person is an introvert. He or she does not like going out or this like this. You can, we need enough for 4 call having fun. I want you to go with me. I want them to know you. So you start from there. So whilst your friends are chatting with, you see that the person will also be talking. You start, so whatever you make for that person to talk a little bit, I think that one is okay.
But talking and going out with friends is different from communicating.
The two of you being in the room and then we are not talking.
Communicating, like, because you know you are going to marry this person. There are things you have to talk about. So if you raise it and it says,
then
it's not necessary.
Not compatible, because one, when we are entering into marriage or we are preparing towards marriage, and then I ask you, what's your vision? And what do you want to become within 5 years?
Okay.
What are your plans? And you can't say it. I don't think that person is having a future.
Okay, Pastor, what about if the person has a future designed by God, but is not very vocal to voice them out, or it's not clear at that moment? Would you use only that?
You can't say because I'm introvert, I can't talk at all. That means you talk. So if the person sits you down and then you say, what are your plans for the future, for the next 5 years? Okay, maybe I've not thought of it. You are bringing my mind on it, so let's see.
Good.
I think that one is okay. But for you to say, I don't know. What's your vision? I don't know. Everything the person will bring, you don't know. Then you are not ready.
Yeah.
So I think that one, the person is not ready.
There's something that just crossed my mind. Most of the time when people are going out and they fall, they don't care the spiritual background of the person. What will you say about that? Because sometimes when they even come and they want to be counselled, baby, sorry.
That one is very serious.
Yes.
Because if you come and you tell me you are a member of a certain church, I write to the church.
That's it.
And find out from them whether you are not only a member. Are you a tithe-paying member? Are you a tithe-paying Christian? Because a man who does not pay tithes cannot take care of a woman. It's very difficult to pay tithe. Tithe paying is very difficult. So if the man cannot,
is that how you base your argument on?
Yeah.
Because for us in church, our church, we don't keep tithe books.
Yes.
Because tithing is between you and God. So how would you know?
By all means, you see, some of them too don't, but they have a card, tithe card, that you put the money inside and then go and put it in the bowl once entering into the church.
Pastor, this one, I beg to differ. That if someone does not pay tithe, cannot take care of a woman.
It's true.
This one, they will have to.
A
we will have to argue about it.
Can never take care of a woman.
What about those who don't even go to church at all?
That one, you don't go to church, so you don't bring that person to me.
So, Rev, this is getting interesting. A lady in your church shows up with a person who she thinks is a very responsible and very good person. She wants to marry. And she brings her to you. And you ask him, where do you go to church? And he says, at this moment, I don't church. Are you going to nullify the relationship?
No, I'll not do that. If you don't have a church, then come to my church for at least 1 year. And then I will see your seriousness before maybe the lady can go ahead. Because if you don't go to church, your faith and the faith of the lady is different.
That's true.
So one day you can even tell the lady not to go to church at all. Because
that's true.
I don't go to church.
So if the person says, I don't want to come to your church.
Then find a Bible-believing church
And go.
and go.
So how are you going to ensure that
We'll
that
monitor you
happens?
from there. Because if you say, oh, maybe I don't like this church, I want to go to a particular church. Okay. Then one is near me, so I'll go there. Go there. We'll come and find out whether you are going or not. And you not go for only 6 months and come and marry.
So that doesn't mean that you would prolong the time for the marriage.
Yes.
And if your daughter in your church doesn't agree with you,
then you can go ahead and go and marry somewhere else.
okay.
Mm-hmm. You can go ahead, because if we don't do that, discipline will not. You see, we the Christians, I don't know what is wrong with. If you are going to marry a Muslim, they will tell you to convert to their.
True.
And if you don't, they will not give their child to you.
That's true.
And the child too will not disobey the parents.
That's true.
But I don't know what is wrong with we the Christians. You go and take somebody, the person does not go to church, the person is not a believer. Let me put it that way, a believer. And then you bring the person that this is the person I love. It doesn't work that way. So if that will be the case, then you go ahead.
I have a daughter in the Lord who I met when she had married for some time. Before the guy came to her, the guy was attending their church. She knew the guy as a member of the church. The guy was very good, quiet, punctual. So when he came to ask that he wanted to go out with her, so, and even to the man of God or woman of God like you, so this guy is very good. Not knowing that he was pretending, because he had seen the girl in the church, entered for some time, not even a year, more than. Because of what you are saying, that's why I'm saying it. More than, and they got married, and the lady realized that the guy is not what he says he is.
He's not a Christian, or he has stopped going to church.
He was not a Christian.
He was not a Christian.
In this case, what do you advise the lady to do?
Okay, you marry the person based on life.
You counsel them, because you think that he's a member of your church. Why I brought in this is what you're saying, that the person has to come to your church for a year. But this one, he was there already. Not dreaming, no. On communication, no. On dream. Say, guy, we know you sorry. Can we do anything about that?
We can do. We can go to the man and then we talk.
Okay.
If the reason is, you see, that's why I was asking if the man is a Christian.
He is.
Or he just stopped going to church. He has stopped going to church.
He doesn't go to church anymore.
But he's a Christian. That one, we can do something about it.
What can you do about it?
We can pray about it. We'll talk and pray.
Okay.
But what you said, some has happened in a certain church.
Oh, it happens.
But
I didn't counsel them to stop.
Okay.
I had to speak to the man. Today they are doing well by the grace of God. And sometimes as counselors, we have to ask God to give us wisdom on what to say. Because if the person, a lot of people lie though.
Mommy, the reason why I asked you if the person is a Christian is, what happened to the church that I know is, the person wasn't a Christian at all.
Okay. But if the person wasn't a Christian.
He is a Muslim. And then enter into the church because of a lady. Because the lady told him point blank, I don't like a Muslim. My parents will not agree. Then he said, oh, then I'll convert to your belief. And the lady was happy. He started the church. He came to the church for 5 years. 5 good years. After the marriage.
Well, this discussion will be for another episode.
After the marriage, Mommy, when they went home, then he gave the lady a Buddha. That is what I believe in. Because of you, that's why I came to the church. Mommy, that marriage.
That one is different.
Yes.
Can two work together except they agree? That one is different. But if the person was in the church and it's not strong
and
enough,
and he's a Christian.
and it's you have married them because of what you're saying. You have married them, and this is lack of communication
Yes.
and lack of prayer, because these things God can reveal to you through prayer.
Yes.
So you have made your mistake. I think, as a marriage counselor that I am, and you are, that we should pray for them
Yes.
and try and help them than to nullify their marriage. What do you think?
That's what I'm saying. That we'll sit the person down, find out the reason why he or she is not coming to church again. Then we pray with the person
And see what
and
happens.
see what God will do from there.
Okay.
But if the person is trying to lure the woman to another belief, and the woman does not like,
that one there.
it won't work.
So lack of communication is not a good thing for people to overlook.
Yes. It's very, very important. It's the key.
Because communication is the key to every marriage. If it was last, communication.
Yes.
But Rev, before we bring this episode to a close, you know some people, when they were courting, they were communicating at every point. Immediately they get married, it stops.
I don't know why you see, that's why some people will say, and it's a worldly saying, and
that's what they say, but it's not of God.
yes, because when we were courting, when I was courting with my husband, at times I'll go and see my husband off. My husband too come and see me off. We'll be seeing each other off.
It's normal.
So we are tired. But today, even if you are going somewhere, so honey, please, can you escort me to this? I'm tired.
It's normal.
It's normal.
It's a stage.
Yes. So that one there, we see it every day. So if after married and then the communication is not happening like that, the other partner who likes the communication should ask, oh, honey, of late, it seems you are not talking too much. You are not talking.
Is anything wrong?
Is anything wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Then you pick it from there.
Yeah.
If you do all those things in the house and it's not working, then you reach out to your pastor. If they call him and it's not working, then we start praying about it, because it's not normal for someone to marry you and then put you
cut communication.
Cut communication.
Will it be that the lady is doing something he doesn't like?
That's why I'm saying you the person who is seeing the other partner not talking again, ask, am I doing something wrong or am I doing something you don't like? Tell me so that I will change. But if the person is not talking, so if I won't casa, that one
to make their marriage
it
ache.
will not help. It will not help the marriage.
Viewers, it's been an interesting conversation. Some of them would have to come back and give clarifications, because marriage is not a joke.
Yes.
And if you are in a relationship that you see red flags that you don't like, please seek help from a good counselor. Prompt the person first that A, B, C, D is what is happening. What can we do about it? If the person does not give you a listening ear, get a good counselor to come to your aid. Once you are not committed in marriage and it works, thank God. If it doesn't, you have to advise yourself. Red flags are very serious to take a closer look at. I pray that whatever you are going through in your relationship, with prayer, God will give you help. Please take our numbers on the screen. Call us. Pastor Cynthia, Pastor Joa, myself will be available to give you counseling. Please send your comments to us and what you would want us to discuss, things that you are going through that you need clarification on. Please take our numbers on the screen. Call us, and by the grace of God, we'll be able to offer you help. I hope you have been blessed. Please share this video to friends, families and loved ones so that it will help their relationships and their marriages. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, TBL TV. Like, comment, and share, and you will be a blessing. That will be all for this episode. Sister Cynthia, God bless you. See you again next time. Bye.
When I found you, I found the rest of my life. When I found you, I told